everyone, and welcome again to Roland's Reviews. I told you there's a possibility that I may go live before Thursday or Friday. And I mentioned to you before, whenever I got an update, I would go live. And so I did get an update. So how many of you are old enough to remember, I don't know, maybe it was a month ago? How you doing? I'll do the roll call momentarily. I did the video. I might need to pull that up for you because we had an extensive conversation about that. And hold on. Like I said, at that time, it was just it was one nurse in particular, but there are others. And I'll show you, even when I'm done with the video that I'm going to share with you, I'll show you the comments. So again, deport. We don't need people coming over here with hatred. And again, go home. And I'm going to play that rant for you. If you remember, if you were here for that particular live stream, let me know. As I said, it was, let me see, that was in April, I think. Yeah, here it is. Okay. All right. So again, we were talking about this African nurse. Look at the title. Let me do the roll call before I forget, because I will do that. All right, hit that like button for me, please, folks, as you enter. Let me put this up, the chat room. All right, let me get this so it doesn't fall. All right. Okay, I will do the roll call. Stacy, Chris, who'd you just finish your premiere with, Chris? Dorian, how are you? Baldwin Burns is here. How are you doing? Florida is here, of course. That's okay, Florida. We're glad you're here, love. Isaiah and Baldwin Birds and a few more people who have not typed anything. So if you want me to call your name out during the roll call, okay, just say hello or send an emoji. Another way you can help the channel is you can share this stream on your Facebook or Truth Social page, anything like that. Tube Steak, how you doing? Yeah, so, I'm not typically on Monday, but I'm like, hey, why not? And I'm not teaching, so I'm not worn out. So I did, let me check. Tube Steak, I know you weren't here. I did a video a month ago on an African woman. It's just talked about, you could see the hatred. She looked evil, like she looked possessed or something. And she's, from what I was reading from the other TikToks that I viewed, people were saying she's from Nigeria. I haven't confirmed it, but that's what people were saying. But she was just talking about how she despised, well, she called us African Americans, but we're not African. She's an African American. I'm assuming if she's a naturalized citizen. If not, deport. All right. So just doing my thing, bringing awareness to blindness, etc. Keep doing. Oh, okay. All right, Chris. All right. So okay, Tube Steak, you didn't see my video, but you're aware. Yeah. So again, what we were talking about here on the channel is that when you're in certain positions, like me as an educator, if I go on a live at Facebook, Truth Social, wherever, if I go live on any form of social media and I'm spewing hate against a group of people, how long do you think I'm going to keep my job? How you doing, Monique? Dorian, there's a thin line with Africans and Black Americans due to cultural differences. Yeah. And like we said, they look at the rappers and all the nonsense and shenanigans that takes place in the rap videos, and they're like, oh, that's all of them. No, it's not. So anyway, that's their fault for not researching. But anyway, how many of you remember that video? I mean, she looked like the devil. She was evil. And a lot of people were like, oh my God, is she mistreating Black, patients? And you heard me say, I'll drop that link if you don't believe me. I said in that video, I don't normally say, people need to get fired and lose their jobs, but I said that about her because, again, she was scary. And who knows what she may do? I mean, when you're that evil. And so I will drop that link for those of you who were not here. Like I said, that was about a month ago when we did that video. So like I said, I have an update. So I'm going to share that with you. Brown Foxy, she's not supposed to do that. Brown Foxy, I wouldn't want a loved one in a hospital where she is giving care and she has that much hate for Black Americans. So again, there are 40 plus Black Americans in America. So Africans who hate Black Americans, how about stay in your country and work over there? And my truth bomb isn't working. I don't know what's going on here. Let me try it again. Boom, there we go. So the link that I just dropped, that was the original video I did a month ago because that video went viral. And again, tube steak, yeah, and she just had pure hate coming out of her mouth. I was like, okay. I find it to be self-hatred and ignorance. Yeah, Dorian, obviously she hates herself. And you heard me say in the video, and I'll say it again. I said, I normally don't, say, hey, that person needs to be terminated or fired, but she doesn't need to be working with people. That's a dangerous situation. And I, for one, would not want to be her patient. I would not want a loved one to be her patient. Like I said, she was horrible. And so that's fine that she has her self-hatred, but you don't need to be a nurse. Again, if I would go on social media talking about I hated a certain group of people, how long do you think I would keep my teaching position? Okay, so again, regardless of how she felt, why did she feel the need to go on to social media? So I found a channel today that had an update. And yes, Brown Foxy, I think you're new here. Hit the like button and the subscribe button, love, if you're enjoying the content. What I'm going to do once I share the video I have to share with you, I'm going to let you see those comments. And they're Black Americans telling about how horrible they've been treated by African nurses. So I don't know what the deal is. So again, take that energy. You could have kept that energy in Nigeria, if that's where they're saying she's from. So we don't need that over here. So you see, now again, for the Africans that are being deported, the Jamaicans, all you do is, if all you're doing is spewing hate towards Black Americans, that's why they're not. Thank you so much, Brown Foxy. That's why they're not, they're done with you. Now, I wouldn't be out there anyway, because this is, that's not what we voted for something else. Joanne, how you doing, love? These things are true. We have an elder with an African nurse. A few family members did not like, so we documented. Oh, wow. We have someone who actually dealt with that. Okay. Did not like. So we documented her while visiting, wrote down anything we observed, and her boss. Oh, you showed the boss the report. Yeah. So this is an issue. Like I said, when I saw this update, I'm like, yes. Okay, Brown Foxy. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. So let's get into this video. And the lady, the channel that I got this video from, she's one of those Kamala supporters, but I love the commentary that she has on this particular subject, and popped up in my stream. I looked at it. I was like, wow, this is an update. And I promised you an update. Anyone else who's had a negative experience or has been mistreated by an African nurse, just type it in the comment section. All right, so I'll get the video going and hit the like button. Brown Foxy, share this video on your Facebook page, love. Thank you so much. So let's see. Here we are. Here we go.
So I'm glad the word is getting around. Watch this.
That's remember on my live I said that so far 3 African nurses who have sat on FBA.
So now what they're talking about now are some other African nurses who were fired. So again, self-hatred is real. And again, if you hate Black Americans that much, just stay in your home country. How about that? Yeah, Brown, thank you so much, dear. So that's what you hear this person talking about, and then we'll see the evil demon pop up again. Okay, so here we go.
Panels have had their jobs called and they're complaining of harassment, and they said I was lying, right?
Talking about Africa, they were putting different video, children were involved in all those things. Do you know I went and opened my mouth at the time? That was my real age, my real name, first name, last name. Do you know the people went and searched me, found my husband on IG, found my job? Do you know the people that went and they pulled me out my unit to investigate me because they say I was on here discriminating against AA?
Now you hear her. This particular African nurse says AA, so she's calling us African Americans, but we're not African Americans. But when she's saying AA, and now she's complaining that she got busted. Okay, here we go.
So it was you. I'm telling you, yeah, it was you. That was me. That's how I managed to come up here and change everything around. They put me out my unit, put me on an investigation, and they said I have a problem with AA people. And I'm supposed to be helping everybody. I'm supposed to be working for everybody.
This is what I mean.
So this is not just about this app. It's beyond this app, my sister. This is no joke.
So yeah, if you think you come to this land and you think you call people slaves, you think you can denigrate people, you think you can tell people they have no culture, customs, traditions.
Yeah, and I guess because she was African, and like I said in the video, the prior video, if this were a white nurse, the NAACP, all the Black puppets and shills, right? Everyone, it would have been the end of the world if this were a white nurse. And so I said in the first video that I did, no, she needs to be fired. No double standards. Okay. Dorian said, I had few interactions with Nigerians, most of them sneering at me like something was wrong with me. Right. I've seen that too, Dorian. So I don't know what their problem is, but here we go.
And you think that you're safe by spreading hate? We're going to let you know we on your heels. We are on your heels. You're not going to be able to come here and be able to talk, say the most nasty, vile, disgusting, rude.
And if you weren't here yesterday, how you doing, Joey? Compton in the house. I love you. We love you too, dear. We're not going to stop you. So, and remember, if you were here, if you didn't see yesterday's video, we were talking about, because remember, a lot of our Latino community is on social media saying, why won't the Black people come out and protest with us and help us? And so it's the same thing with the Africans and with the Haitians. You know, that's why Black Americans, you know, the ones who voted for the Curry Queen, their reason, their motives are different than ours. Their motives are, well, you know, hey, you despise Black people, and you've said a lot of horrible things. And then, you know, with the Latino community, I watched some more of those videos today, and they were like, they have deep-seated racism against Black people. So that's their reason. And then with us, hey, we asked for this. This is what we wanted. Brown, nurses' oath supposed to take care of everyone. Brown, but I don't know if you've seen this video with someone with this much hate. I wouldn't trust her to give me or a loved one the best care. And you have that. I mean, she's evil. Okay, I'll continue.
Chocolate demonic things and think you're going to be okay. So now we're glad that you tiptoeing on your toes. We're glad that you understand. Stop being very disrespectful and talking down on other people, right? And
they don't realize they come over here talking all this crap. They weren't here. I wasn't either because I'm not old enough. They weren't here for the civil rights movement. So these rights that they come over here and enjoy, they need to thank Black Americans for, but they don't come over here and do that. They come over here and denigrate and say negative things. And again, stop looking at rap videos thinking that is all of Black America. Okay. So Dorian, if it was a white nurse, you'll see Jamal Bryant, Al Sharpton, boom. That's what I'm saying. But Africans and even a lot of Black Americans were saying, you know, the race hustlers don't say anything to the Latino community, the African community. They just say whatever they want about Black Americans. But oh God, if someone white says anything, oh my God, the world's going to end. So, you know, it's like it's two sets of rules. How you doing, Lala? We got enough to deal with. Got white women breaking babies' bones. Yeah, I saw that case. That's scary. Woo, Lala, hit the like button, dear. If you're enjoying this content, please hit the subscribe button. So let's get back to the video, folks.
All right, so we're glad you guys are finally getting the message. Hopefully you guys straighten up. Hopefully you guys remove the hate from your heart. And hopefully you guys get it together. With that being said, y'all peace and lots of key. Y'all be safe.
How long? Okay, let me get rid of the commercial. How you doing, Tina? You made it, dear. Ruby is here. Everybody better realize when they are online, wilding out, these YouTube detectives will track you down. Ruby, they doxed. Ruby, were you here for the original video that I did? And again, Ruby, even if you hate a group of people, why, if you're a nurse, like I'm a teacher, I can't go online and do that. Those parents will be down there at the superintendent's office as soon as they see it. And I would be out of a job. I mean, people are stupid. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why they have to go online. But I'm glad. Now, I am glad that this is exposed. Because like I said, when I'm done sharing this with you, I'm going to show you the comments and other Black Americans talking about how horribly they were treated by African nurses. Ruby, you were here for that. Okay. Brown Foxy, I know, but I mean, doctors and nurses took Brown Foxy, yes. And she's like the freaking devil incarnate. Here in America, we have so much that's wrong, but we have so much that's right. Yeah, we're not perfect. Why did she become a nurse in this country? She felt that way. Tina, I said this. Tina, I think you were here when I did the original video about a month ago. She could have kept all that hate in Nigeria. We don't need that. Right? I said that. I mean, and Tina, you were here. I said these African nurses, but these Black gatekeepers and the poverty pimps and the Black shills, they don't say anything. And this is what, remember the video from your Sunday. The Black people who voted for the Curry Queen are saying, you know, hey, they come over here, disrespect Black people, they're prejudiced, racist, all of that. The Black shills don't say anything. Of course they're not. Ruby, America is for the money. Besides, she will never make this type of money in the third world country. But Ruby, coming over here with all that hate against Black Americans, like I said, she, you know, I don't know. I don't get that. If something hurts you that badly, don't come. Dorian, they're probably, those people that doxed her, they're probably trying to see if she has her green card. If not, they want her out of here. But like, again, she should not be allowed to practice nursing. This is dangerous. Brown Foxy, last year in Florida, they caught a bunch of Haitians with fake RN licenses. Boom. Foxy, I heard about that. You know, these days and times with AI and a nice, you know, printer, you can make anything look legitimate. So let's listen to this hateful, evil witch again.
The title of this video is,
and you hear, this is the channel, Lady Bolay. Like I said, she's a Kamala supporter, but I love her commentary on this particular topic. Dorian said, I don't even trust her to be my lawyer. She couldn't do anything for me. Dorian, okay, there we go. Here we go.
Is Black Americans got them fired, and it's talking about these African nurses who were being so disrespectful online, saying disrespectful, rude, and insensitive things about Black Americans, even as they are working in hospitals where Black Americans are patients. So they've been saying these things online, and Black Americans have gone into their backgrounds, doxed them, called their jobs. She said they went into her husband's Instagram page, this woman said, found out who she was, went to her job, reported her. They pulled her from her unit and conducted an investigation on her and told her that she's working at a hospital and she's there to help people. She's not there to critique people or to determine who deserves care or determine whether or not she's going to provide care for somebody based on whether or not she likes them. Because if she's going to work in hospital care, then she has to be objective, and she's there to help everybody, not to play out her anger and hostility towards other people. Remember this, Helpful?
I hate them. End of story.
This is the
Yeah, and I'll play the original, the whole thing. I have it pulled up on TikTok. I mean, hate is a strong word. She was already telling you how detestable we were and all of these things. And she ended it with, I hate them. I was like, and you're going to give someone the best, a Black American, the best care if you're treating them? Heck, no way. Michael said not only nurses, other professions also, they don't care for, Africans. Yeah. Woo. Deport. Tina said, this kind of stuff scares me to death with my Black family and friends. Yeah, Tina, we have to pray, baby. We have to, because this is ridiculous. There is no way someone with this much hate against Black Americans should be a nurse. Joseph, how you doing, love? I hope that nurse that got fired. She's not the only one. There are others, Joseph. But this is the video that went viral. Joseph says, I hope that nurse that got fired is not on a work visa in the USA. She cannot just get a regular job until a nursing job hires her. She has a window to get a job in nursing or deportation time. Joseph, Black Americans want her deported. Dorian, hate is one. It's a motivator. It is. How you doing, Prosperity? Yeah, who the heck? If you're in there dying, almost about to take your last breath, you want her coming in there? Oh, my God. All right, so here we go.
59-year-old nurse, I think she's a Nigerian, that went viral for talking about how much she hates Black Americans and she thinks she's better than Black Americans and she'd rather cross the street than meet a Black American. And so this is what a Black American had to say about that.
So I know a lot of y'all might come at my neck for this, but have y'all seen the video of the 59-year-old nurse? She is an African nurse who says that she hates African American people. She would not march with us for any cause. She said that she particularly does not like African American women and that she thinks that she is better than us. And then she also proceeded to say, you stay in your lane and I'm gonna stay in my lane. Well, I feel like for all that, stay in your country.
Yep.
Stay in your country. Like, what are you over here for? If you hate African American people so bad, why won't you stay in Africa?
Right.
Want delicious, easy.
Is that not what we've been saying? There are over 40 million Black Americans in America. So why don't you go to the Netherlands to practice nursing? Why are you here? Boom. Nobody wants nurse ratchet. That's what I was trying to think of, Ruben. I couldn't think of it. Thank you. Joseph, I did not know that there were multiple. Yes, Joseph, she's not the only one, but her video went viral. So Agent Orange, Jesus healed many. If I were in healthcare, that would be my question. Agent Orange, that's what she's supposed to do. And with all this hate, no, I don't need her. If I'm about to take my last breath, she's going to make sure I don't get it. All right, so let me get rid of the commercial. This is ridiculous. But I'm glad that she was doxxed and she was reported, and she and some other African nurses you're fired. All right, here we go.
Why did you come over here? Did you come over here because you know it's better opportunities, that you can make a little bit more money, that living conditions might be better? And trust me, I know that Africa is beautiful. I know there are many, many beautiful places in Africa. But what are you here for? What are you here for? And what makes it even worse is that you're a nurse. And I feel like you being a nurse is dangerous, because if you don't like African American people, how are you going to properly care for an African American person? And I'm going to link her name down below. I'm going to tag her page down below so you guys can see. I don't see that video on her page, but it's definitely her. But yeah, if you don't like us, what are you here for? Stay in your country. You stay in your country and we'll stay in our lanes. We don't need you. We don't need you for anything, for real. You know, I'm not going to sit up here and bash Africans, because there's a lot of African people that I know that I really, really am cool with. But for you to say all of that and then tell us to stay in our lane, I think you should take your own advice and stay in your own country.
For that,
Black immigrants with this woman's mindset never carried the thought to the logical conclusion: if you don't like Black Americans, don't come to America. No except for her, there is nothing that she's doing in this country that's so necessary that only she can do it. And I question a lot of their nursing credentials anyway. There's been so much fraud and so much of these fake degrees coming out of the Caribbean and out of Africa, till I wouldn't trust her anyway. I wouldn't trust her with my life anyway.
Nope.
And all I can say is, if you go into a hospital or any kind of medical facility and one of them is there, you need to do some serious vetting.
Yep.
Because it's perfectly okay for you to say that I don't want her to care for me.
Nope.
Because those people have a bias against us.
Yes.
It's okay to say that. And it's the onus is on them. So Black Americans are doing a good job of checking people who are coming with this disrespectful energy.
And again, if you were not here for the video that we did on Sunday, and that how you doing, Tijuana Border Jumper? Welcome to the chat, love. Tijuana says, I work with an African naturalized citizen. He has that attitude too. See? Okay, so other people have, okay. I already told him he can get deported and citizenship revoked. Tijuana gets it. Tijuana has seen it. Anyone else who has a personal experience? How you doing, Lanita? Type it in the comment section, love. You see what I'm saying? We Boogie. How you doing, love? Hit the like button, everyone. We Boogie. Share this on your Facebook page, please, dear. Thank you. We Boogie says, at this point, is immigration even worth it? Boom. Truth bomb. So let me give you a brief synopsis of what we did on Sunday. We were talking about a lot of our Latino community is all over social media saying, we're Black Americans, we need you. And Black Americans are like, no, you don't. Your community is very racist against us. We're not coming. And of course, those of us who voted for Trump are saying, no, this is what we asked for. Boom. Donovan, how you doing, love? Donovan says delineation is a must. Yes. Those of you just joining, I said they come over here. They didn't go through any struggle. The civil rights movement, they're benefiting from that. And then they're coming over here, turning on us, Black Americans who were born here. Anyone else who has a personal experience, type it in the comment section. During, I met plenty of Nigerians in my life, and they're very intelligent, hardworking. Okay. Howdy, everyone. How you doing, Bach? Brother OG, hit the like button. Yes, hit that like button, folks. Thank you so much. Yeah. So again, if you're bringing all that hate, stay in your own country. Oh, and it doesn't make sense to live in a country where there's a group of people that you hate. If you hate that group of people so bad, why live in the country? Yeah, just stay where you are. Lala says, I like Africans in Africa. Okay. So that's where we are, folks. Lala says, where are we here? I've been calling ICE so much, ATP. I asked the lady where to apply. Okay. Oh, God. Tijuana Border Jumper, how you doing, love? Thank you so much for the super chat. You know I'm sending you some heart emojis. Thank you, dear, for your support. Tijuana says, I had a Mexican visa worker say Memorial Day was stupid. You better believe I read him the Riot Act. I'm a family of veterans. Oh, me too, Tijuana. Boom. Yeah. Oh my God. Prosperity said, we set the stage and they have been ungrateful. Yes, they didn't go through any struggles. Well, I didn't either because I'm not old enough. But older Black Americans were hosed, and they had dogs chewing on them and all these other things. And they just come over here. And I'm going to play it for those of you who weren't here when I did the original video about a month ago. I'm going to play so you can hear everything she says. Pure evil and hate. Oh, here we go.
And it has to be done. People say, well, Black Americans are being divisive. They're delineating and it's being divisive. It's really not being divisive. I think in the end, it will bring about a better understanding, because we have always allowed other people to define us. And they're just people, when they can define you, they'll just call you anything. But when you say, no, this is who I am, and this is where the line is, you have to set boundaries with people. You have to let people know where the line is. And you have to be willing to draw that line and say, this is it. This is where the line is. Don't cross it. Right. We haven't done a good job of setting boundaries with white people. We have never said, this is what.
I told you now, she is a Kamala supporter, but I loved her commentary on this situation. Okay, so we're done with her, but I want you to see the comment section and people telling about their own personal experiences. All right, let me get rid of this. Oh, let me see. Is he talking? Let me see.
Or this.
Yeah, she's still talking. So we're going to go to the comment section. Hit that like button, folks. If you have Facebook or other forms of social media, please share this on your social media pages. Let me show you these comments. She should have been fired and deported. East Indians are the same. Why is she in the U.S.? What some of you have said. Between Africans and Latinos, I cannot leave FBA people alone. They are colonizers coming to take opportunities our ancestors created. Okay, so you see people are like, whatever, lady. Report her to the nursing board. Yeah, and she doesn't need to be working in any other nursing facilities. Start calling ICE, the police, and the manager. Boom. You will never hear them say anything bad about white people. I was treated nasty by African nurses when I had my daughter. They were so mean, and I couldn't understand why. So you see, folks, there are a lot of people. Oh, yeah, I heard that too. Haitian women too. Yeah, they come over here and they just hate you. And you're like, oh my God, what's wrong? Now, this lady has a good comment, too. Now they're not going to reveal themselves while they're working with us. But, hey, if you go to the hospital and you feel you're not being treated right, you know, you can request someone else. So now I don't want, she said, none of them working on me or near me. I will feel very uncomfortable with non-Americans working on me. Okay. I was in the hospital for surgery in 2021. I had an African that never came to check on me. But when I walked down the hall, she was in the African female room all the time. The white nurse helped me so much. Now I refuse African nurses because they're discriminating against FBAs. And that's supposed to mean foundational Black Americans. Boom. So I don't know what the problem is. Wow. Lafayette says, as usual, this proves we are not the same people and never have been. Nurses in Africa do this as well. Okay, so they're just, you read the comments, they'll give you all the news. How you doing, Sergeant? Thank you for your service, sir. Hit that like button. Gentile Killer, how you doing? Those African nurses can go to work as a nurse out of a hut in the Congo. Boom. Yeah, reading these comments and seeing all the horrible things they're saying on social media, I don't need that in my life. I don't. These individuals are envious and they can't understand why we have survived. They can't understand how Black Americans are revered all over the world. Quiet as it's kept, Nigerians aren't too popular in other African countries for various reasons. So these comments, boy, I tell you, look at this. Most of them did not pass the test. They have a community where they cheat to get their license. That is why they cannot do the simplest thing a nurse does. Okay, that's what, who was talking about that earlier? The cheating scandal. I think it was Brown Foxy. Here's someone. I'm surprised at the number of people who are unaware of this. Okay, so again, a lot of people have had experiences. Chris says, I wish people would embrace love and mutual respect one another. Yeah, hatred is a waste of time. Jeez. Prosperity said they cannot define me. Like I said, Prosperity, they look at those stupid rap videos. And of course, what do you see on social media? You don't see Black doctors and lawyers and professionals. You see ghetto ratchet rappers and Sexy Red and all these other people doing horrible things. And then so now we're all like that. Okay. Ruby, it's okay that she is Cam supporter. A broken clock is right twice a day. Boom. Lala said Haitian women too. The only thing the Africans have gone through is colonization and apartheid in South Africa. Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon, Sergeant. Her nursing license needs to be completely taken away from her. Thank you, Tina. Yes. Gentile killer. Those African nurses. Oh, I read that one. Okay. Tijuana border jumper. Only Americans can assault America. Yes. Yeah. You from another country. Shut your mouth. Right. I mean, you came here. So if it's, hey, you knew there were over 40 million Black Americans. You hate them so much, yet you came. Why? Dorian, they view Black Americans as the black sheep of the world. Michael said they're DEI. Lanita, Memorial Day originated with FBA in Charleston, South Carolina to correctly bury the soldiers killed in the Civil War. They probably watched Tyler Perry movies as well. Yeah. Let me read this. Look at this right here, folks. Most Africans and Caribbeans have the same mindset as the 59-year-old featured in this video. They have the monopoly on nursing and nursing assistant jobs in hospitals and nursing homes, particularly in the major cities. Now, I did know that. They bring their biases and prejudices straight to the patient's bedside. Money is their priority, not compassionate health care. Not everybody should be a nurse. Not everybody should be a nursing assistant. Okay, that's good. Wow. Sergeant, did I miss yours? What did I miss, baby? Sergeant says, I request a change in staff all the time at the VA. Many staff have attitudes against veterans. Okay, yeah, Sergeant, yeah, I would not be mistreated. No way. Yeah, these folks need their licenses taken. So proud of this young generation. They're on point. Time for a documentary featuring Lady Boulay. Okay. This is the reason I don't get behind any of Africa's struggles, because we can't trust anyone. Wow. So again, people are sharing their personal stories. So this isn't an anomaly. My ex-mother-in-law was the head nurse at the hospital in Riverside, California. She always complained about the Caribbean nurse. Oh, wow, Ruby, what did she say? Anything like what we're saying now? Okay, I was the only FBA in my pre-med university courses. All the other Black people were African. They did not study with me. Only one did. She was a kind young lady from Sierra Leone. But then HTX Nigerians did not consider me to be one of them. I was raised to believe that people need to stick together. So experiencing Black people who were raised with tribalism against Black Americans basically hurt me as a young woman, realizing that for the first time. That was my wake-up call, that we are not all just Black, I don't trust non-Black Americans with my health care because I can't risk my life since most don't have Black Americans' interest at heart. Also, their grade school education is not on par with ours. I found their intellectualism lacking. Please use discernment if you come across them as your healthcare provider. That's an excellent point. Brown, what did I miss, Brown? Foxy. Oh, wow. So these are, and I am going to try to pull that up, Brown Foxy. I didn't forget, love. So these type of people do not know American history and are a blemish to our society. Our country has been here before and we're not going back. Boom. Oh, wow. Wow. They need to be exposed. They make me sick. I'm an RN and I worked with Nigerians in Houston and they were very sketchy. Some are very jealous. One RN put a nicotine patch on a patient's tongue. Since you brought up the fact that you don't trust that they have a legitimate degree, I'm in agreement with you. So people are just telling their own personal stories. Wow. So you see, folks, Dorian, I get hate from other Black people because I live in the suburbs and they think I'm better than them who live in the hood. Oh, okay, Dorian. How you doing, Aurelius? Blessings. Lanita, they often pay to get their license. Notice they mainly go to England or Canada, then migrate here because the medical certification will allow their license to be accepted here. All right, thank you for all the truth nuggets that you guys are dropping. These people have just as much nerve as the devil himself. Has to be his children. Thanks for sharing. Wow. Funny how she didn't feel this way on the climb up to becoming a nurse. She should have felt all of this before she came to America, thank you, and started using our resources to become a nurse. Why is she not in Canada, the UK, or another country? That's what I asked earlier. Hit the like button for me, folks. Yes, Brown Foxy. Yes, and then right here is telling them people to please call and report, and they are. Oh, wow. Have nothing to do with them in any capacity. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. All right, here's another. A Jamaican woman who was assigned to my father at home when he became ill got angry with me when I told her that I declined a nurse's aide position because it just wasn't for me. She snapped and told me that she was an immigrant to this country and didn't have a choice but to take what she could get. She came twice, did nothing but sit near him and look at her phone. So we get rid of her. We got rid of her. Lazy. You know what? You see that? Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, here's look at all of these comments, folks. The Caribbean nurses were always gossiping in patios and provided substandard care to Black people, according to my ex-mother-in-law. Do you, all of you hear this? Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Listen to this, folks. My mother had to go into a nursing home, and all of the nurses were African and showed a disdain for caring for my mother and how they interacted with us, her family. I'm very uncomfortable leaving my mom there. Plus, I find it very difficult to understand what they are saying. Why are there so many African nurses here? And the doctor there is Indian. She bills for stopping by my mother's room and doesn't even touch my mother. What happened to American nurses and doctors? Now, that's a good question. Oh, wow. I hope everyone's listening to this. So if you or a loved one has to go to the doctor or hospital, do not forget this, folks. Okay. I said this. Look at this comment. She is entirely, the lady is 59 years old. She's entirely too old to be talking like that about people. She was not thinking about the consequences of her actions at all, going on social media. Wow. Her career's in the toilet for sure. I hope anywhere she gets a job, contact that the DON, the director of nursing. Okay, Tijuana says they hire them for government kickbacks. Boom. Tina, Americans need to be aware of this. I'm happy it's coming. Yes, Tina, that's what Tina. All of you who have Facebook and other forms of social media, share this information. Oh my God. All right, here's one. I had a terrible experience with a Hispanic medical assistant at my physician's practice. The doctor is Indian. During my last visit, he tried to play nice, but he could not hide the look of disgust after I asked detailed questions about my care. I sure hope Black Americans will begin to experience a greater desire within themselves to prefer our own company or practices, grocery stores, pharmaceutical companies, pharmacies, hospitals. Sadly, many of us who are stuck in a particular mindset will not be comfortable in such an environment, and that is okay. As Black American people here, we just are not safe. Our grandparents have told us stories, our parents too. We ourselves experience disenfranchisement, even our children. We've seen this show before. History bears witness to this. I want my children and grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and so on to love Black people and produce generations who love, respect, honor, protect, and prefer their own, just like other proud people. Okay, so, wow. So you see all these comments, folks? Wow. Oh my God. All you can do is pray for someone like that, because someone who has that much hate, Nurse Ratchet is going to be in the line with those two women from Spirit Airlines. Ruby. Yeah, share this video out. People need to know. Oh my God. They pay their own to sponsor them so their work visas get approved. Yeah, that is true, Lanita. My sister's a nurse for over 25 years in a Philly hospital, and all of this is true. Thank you, Aurelius. So see, several of you have personal stories. And then the fake certificate, Brown Foxy. What were you telling me about the scandal? Was that Haitian nurses? Type that in the comment section so I can Google that. How you doing, Caesar? Just about every Native American Black person I know, including myself, has had a negative experience dealing with foreign Blacks. Boom. Okay. All right. We are not African anyway. This is the motherland. Yeah, we're American. So, oh my God. What people don't understand is, look at this, folks. This is deep. What people don't understand is we can feel the hate from you no matter how much you fake smile. That's why she had no Black friend, I guess American Black friends. We can feel what you don't show. Okay, yeah. Backyard dispatcher. Dropping in, showing love, Roland. I've done that enough. My wife was a nurse. She is saying thank you. All right. Backyard dispatcher. Thank you for dropping in, love. Backyard dispatcher. If you have Facebook, share this out, love. You said it was a scandal with Haitian nurses. What was it? Fake? Was it fake licenses? Okay, fake nursing licenses, I guess, is what you were trying to tell me. So hit that like button for me, please, folks. Joanne, I am shocked. I mean, several of you have had personal experiences. Okay, I have it. Fraudulent nursing diploma scheme leads to federal. Oh, yeah, they're selling them. Department of Justice. Let's see what I found it. Wow. And of course, Miami, little Haiti, right? All right. So I'll get off. I'll leave these comments, but yeah, I just wanted to show you, Joanne, I believe TMH is revealing our enemies who look like us. Their season is now over. Joanne, boom. Truth bomb. I've said this. Joanne, you were not here for the video I did on Sunday. I said this. Donald Trump is it. He says what's on his mind. You know what he's thinking. He is exposing everyone. I love it. Everyone who, these Black Americans who I thought all these people were on your side. No. everything's being exposed. And for the Black Americans who voted for the Curry Queen, you don't know it yet, but Donald Trump, I said this was a pivotal point in American history. And I think this is going to turn Black America around. I love what he's doing. I want him to keep it up. You haven't seen anything until you see them teaching the schools on temporary certified with a work visa just to be there. Little or no compassion at all and uneducated about our country's history. Boom. Thank you so much, Backyard Dispatcher. They also get scholarships and other benefits that were meant for us. Caesar. That's what I'm saying, Caesar. I said that before you came in here. They come over here with a disdain and a dislike and hatred for Black Americans. They were not here when our ancestors went through the civil rights movement. But they're here benefiting, but they hate us. Make it make sense. Cat Williams told us, yes, he did. Tijuana border jumper. There are a lot of Africans in my area that do shopping apps and push people out of the way in the Walmarts. Tijuana, deport. God, Trump is doing us a favor. Dorian, I said that. Trump, he's riding the ship. Yes, everything's being exposed because that man is in office. Yes, I love it. Trump, keep doing what you're doing. We have enough racist mess in our country without bringing other. Tina, that's what I'm saying. That's fine if you want to hate us. Just stay in your home country. I'm going to pull this article up for you, and then let me show you the TikTok. That's what I want to show you. Hit that like button, folks. Make sure you get this story especially out with family, friends, especially if you're Black American, since they hate Black Americans so much. OMG. And those that were not here when I did the original video over a month ago, you need to hear what this evil, vile, hateful woman had to say. Listen to what she had to say. And I'm going to play it and pay attention. Trump is doing us, you don't see Pastor Jamal Al Sharpton talking about Africans. Hey, they're not going to say anything because all they're doing is still trying to follow the Democratic liberal agenda. They don't care if Hispanics hate Blacks, if Africans hate Blacks. They don't give a care. All they care about is following that Democratic agenda. Boom. Sergeant, most Blacks don't know a blessing when they see one. They're so used to being deceived by the government. Sergeant, yes. Mary, how you doing, love? Hit that like. But I said that. Sergeant, you were not here yesterday. I said that this Trump is a blessing. Fake friends are being exposed. But now that we're reading these comments, and many of you are telling me about your personal experiences, you knew already. So listen to this.
I hate them. End of story.
So before this any come together, there's a lot of hatred, disdain, and jealousy that needs to be removed. A lot of dead weeds. This is a 59-year-old nurse that's about to say what you're about to say.
Africans and African Americans, we've never gotten along. Not today, not yesterday, not 20 years ago, not 100 years. We've never gotten along. We don't get along. All I'm saying is that stay in your lane and I stay in my own lane. I don't have any interest or desire to have that kind of relationship that I know will never be. There is no need for me to pretend to like you. You don't like me, and I with my full chest. I don't like you either. So this one that we're supposed to come together, don't ask me to come and join you to march down the street for whatever cause it is you're marching. I'm not coming to march anywhere with you. So all I'm saying is that, why are we here asking each other to get along? That, we think African sisters were better than, I think I'm better than African American. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't have any African American friend. I don't need to be friends with any African American. There's nothing friendship with them that I find interesting through in university. I don't have any ounce of interest in developing any type of relationship with any of my African
American sisters. Sounds like you went through some really traumatic experience.
I don't have any interest, zero. If I see you coming down the road, I turn around and go the other way. I don't have any interest whatsoever to have a relationship with you. I hate them.
Did you hear that? Let me let the fish play. I hate you.
I hate them. End of story.
There's no resolution. I hate them, period. Saying I beat my full chest to say I take ownership of how I feel. You don't have to expose me. I'll tell you how I feel. You don't have to second guess me and say, oh, these people are this thing, that thing, and I'm going to expose them. You're not exposing anything. Me, I'll tell you how I feel. And I'm telling you how I feel.
Well, in conclusion, anyone that has this amount of hatred, disdain, jealousy, and outright hatred to the point that they're grinding their teeth together shouldn't be in certain positions of power, especially when people's lives are in their hands. You seem like love and life. Peace a lot, key. Y'all be safe, please.
So again, those of you that are seeing that for the first time, Sergeant says, Roland, I wear my Trump hat every day in Atlanta, and blacks look at me like, you with Trump? I look back and say, yes, exactly, boom. And they're not intelligent enough to realize Trump is helping them. Like, he's deporting all of these people. So American men, go get these jobs. Black, white, Hispanic, American men, Asian, go get these jobs. They're deporting people who shouldn't be here. There are plenty of jobs opening up every day. Let's go. That's okay, Tijuana. You're fine, love. Dorian said she's part of the problem. Yes. You come here. She's evil. Brown, Foxy, what are you telling me, baby? Ruby, when her manager and the nursing board came for her, I hope she said it with a full chest. Boom. Yeah. Could you imagine Tijuana? Let me see. Ruby, you're laying there halfway in another world, and she comes, Nurse Ratchet comes in there. Oh, no. Caesar, we're the only people on the planet that does not understand lineage. We've been tricked to think that anyone who looks like us are our people. Caesar, say it again for the people in the back. Right. Stop it. That's how the Democrats have tricked Black Americans. How many years? 60 plus years. How you doing, Trish? You're absolutely right. They'll put a black, what do we say? Black faces in high places. And you think, okay, they're for me. They're not thinking about you. They're following the Democratic agenda. If you've been here, check out the videos I did. Maxine, Mad Max in California. She's going, getting doors slammed in her face, trying to see some illegals and all this other food. Look at all these black senators and politicians. They're not doing anything for you, and you keep voting for them. They're only concerned with these illegal people. They were going down to El Salvador. When have they gone to visit Black men in jail? You're the ones who vote for them. Make it make sense. My pink hand message is the title of YouTube space. Okay, Foxy, thank you. 60 years plus. Yes. Lanita, if you see Black people out rioting, looting, they are not on the FBA. They look just like us. FBA is arresting. Yeah, most I don't know if you were here, Lanita. I don't think you were here yesterday. Let me take this down because I have to pull something else up for. We talked about the video I did on Sunday. A lot of our Hispanic community was saying, where is Black Americans? And so I did a video on that because it's viral. And people were like, what's going on? And then Black Americans are saying, well, it's because of your anti-Black racism and all this stuff. Chick from Jersey got charged. Sergeant, tell me the whole story, dear. Brown Fox, I wanted to share. Okay, drop the link, Brown. Dorian, they are literally proving Malcolm X's point about Black leaders. Yeah. They're not there for you. Get out of here. They are not there for you. They are there to fulfill the tasks of their slave masters. DNC is finished. Yes, EC, how you doing, love? Oh, yes. They are finished. They will not. They are living and dying on their hill of illegal immigrants. Even though the American people of Black, Hispanic, white, Asian, no one wants those people here. And they are still living and dying on that hill. So, hey, I love what they're doing. Trump even went to the ghetto. Yes, they are literally proving Malcolm X. Yes, they are. So look at this. Brown Foxy, I think this is a scam you were telling me about. Okay, drop the link, Foxy. Fraudulent nursing diploma scheme leads to federal charges against 25 defendants, and this was in 2023. More than 24 individuals have been charged in the Southern District of Florida for their alleged participation in a wire fraud scheme that created an an illegal licensing and employment shortcut for aspiring nurses. According to 3 recently unsealed indictments returned by a South Florida federal grand jury and 2 informations filed by federal prosecutors, defendants engaged in a scheme to sell fraudulent nursing degree, diplomas and transcripts obtained from accredited Florida-based nursing schools to individuals seeking licenses and jobs as registered nurses and licensed practical vocational nurses. Oh, wow. The bogus diplomas and transcripts qualified purchasers to sit for a National Nursing Board exam and, after passing it, to obtain licenses and jobs in various states as RNs and LPNs. The overall scheme involved the distribution of more than 7,600 fake nursing diplomas issued by 3 South Florida-based nursing schools: Siena College in Broward County, Florida, Palm Beach School of Nursing in Palm Beach County, Florida, and Sacred Heart International Institute in Broward County. These schools are now closed. Each defendant now faces up to 20 years in prison. Oh, wow. Like Trump contributes to HBCUs more than any other president. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Hit the like button, folks. This is good. Not only is this a public safety concern, it also tarnishes the reputation of nurses who actually complete the demanding clinical and coursework required to obtain their professional licenses and employment, said U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Florida, Marquezo Laponte, who added that a fraud scheme like this erodes public trust in our healthcare system. Crimes such as these, unfortunately, continue to spring up, especially in this area. Healthcare fraud is nothing new to South Florida, as many scammers see this as a way to earn easy, though illegal money, said acting special agent in charge, Chad Yarborough, FBI, Miami. What is disturbing about this investigation is that there are over 7,000. That's scary, people. Look at that. 600 people around the country with fraudulent nursing credentials who are potentially in critical healthcare roles, treating patients. Okay. Can you say incoming lawsuits, boys and girls? Boom. Oh, wow. Woo. Where are we here? Oh my God. Were it not for the diligence and hard work of the investigators on this case, the extent of this fraud may not have been discovered. Oh my God. The alleged selling and purchasing of nursing diplomas and transcripts to willing but unqualified individuals is a crime that potentially endangers the health and safety of patients and insults the honorable profession of nursing, said Special Agent in charge Omar Perez Albar of Department of Health and Human Services, Office of Inspector General. In coordination with our law enforcement partners, HSS OIG continues to aggressively investigate bad actors who so brazenly disregard the well-being of others in order to enrich themselves fraudulently. Wow. So, let me see. And they don't have any names. Let me see. Are these the names? Okay. Here are the names here. According to the charging documents, the Palm Beach School of Nursing's objective was to prepare students to meet Florida's licensing and nursing board requirements and become eligible to take the national licensing exam in order to work as a registered nurse, as registered nurses. The indictment charges Gail Russ, all right, Cheryl Stanley, Crystal Lopez, Ricky Riley, Norberto Lopez. Okay, so they have a whole slew of names here. Damian Lopez, Francis Lagonar. Where are we? Reynoso Sede, Cassandra Jean, Yelva, Saint Prue. So yeah, so these are all the people. Some of those sound like some Haitian names to me. Wish they would put a list of names with this news clip. Yes. Monique, I do not know, dear. I'm still going through the article. I just pulled it up. It does not say how much they actually paid. How much the nurses. Is that the nurses? Is that what you're saying, Brown Foxy? You're saying that the nurses paid $7,000? Because I know it was 7,600 fake nursing diploma. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Brown Foxy, for the info. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you folks. And again, be careful. And if you're in a nursing facility and you are not receiving the treatment that you are supposed to be receiving, it is okay to request someone else. Let's see what Ruby's saying to me here. What'd you say, Rube? Did you see the chick that sang the American national anthem in Spanish at the Dodgers game? Totally disrespectful. I did not. But it does not shock me. They're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So, let me see. I was going to share something else with you. Let me see what's on here. All right. All right. All right. I'll see if I can find. All right. Let me find this here. So I hope that you enjoyed. I told you that when I found out, because some of you have been asking me if I heard anything else about this, and I told you I had not. So it just came up today. Yes, that's cheaper than nursing school. You're right. Backyard dispatcher, off topic, but look into the earthquake warnings. Okay, Backyard, thank you. Complaining about what, Brown Foxy? Oh, a lot of fake hairdresser licenses in Tampa. Okay, Aurelius. Wow. Let me see. I thought I had another video to share with you. I did have another. I don't, where is it? Okay, now it's, okay, hold on. As I am to know that the globe, hold on. I'll find, I had one more video to share with you. I'm trying to look for it. Hit the like button for me, folks. What was she, what were the white and Filipino nurses complaining about? I'm not sure what you're telling me about, dear. There's so much going on. I get so many alerts, and sometimes I just gaze at it and I don't have time to watch it. Okay, let me see. When you're being, okay. So then there's some African nurses that are always talking about they're being bullied. So let me see. Let me see what she's talking about here. And so there's some African, on the flip side, African nurses are saying they're being bullied in healthcare. So let me let you hear that one. I think I wanted to share that one with you too. All right, hit that like button. We're almost done. All right. Let's see what she's saying.
Are being bullied in the healthcare, like nurses. She said, to be honest, I see African nurses being bullied a lot. And I had a friend who would cry every day to me. I had to tell her to stand up to them and don't allow it. It stopped eventually. So you guys, you non-African are there, why do you bully us like this? So if you are not African and you've been bullied into this profession, comment below. Let's go. Because I've seen everybody being bullied, not just African. I've seen white, Indian, Filipinos, I mean, everybody. I can say Russian. Like, everybody been bullied. So if you guys think it's just African, or if you've been bullied and you're not African, please, let's go. And if you're African and you've never been bullied, or you've never seen nobody being bullied, let's go.
Yeah, Brown Foxy. Sounds similar to how Africans treat Black Americans. Yeah, well, you heard us say, yeah, I think I'm better. So, but it's good. Like I said, it's good to know where you stand with people. Always good to know that. Wow. Oh my God. Unbelievable. People just have no morals anymore. Brown Foxy, yes, I agree with her because I worked at a hospital and saw how they treated Black nurses and white. Okay, Brown Foxy, thank you for that info. People from other countries on the African continent don't claim each other and they don't claim us. They, boom, Caesar. So you have Black Americans, oh, my brothers and sisters. They're not calling you their brothers and sisters. Most of them, if you talk to them, they go, oh, I'm better than you. They will tell you. No, you're calling them brothers and sisters. That's not what they're calling you. You see what they're calling us. Not all, but some. Why don't they just go back home? I'm confused. They hate us, but fight to stay here. Sergeant, boom. Bullying in healthcare is very real. And who's doing the bullying is what we're trying to find out, dear. It's about the Filipino mafia gang of nurses in hospitals harassing American nurses. Oh, wow. I may have to do a video on that. I have to check into that. Thank you. Is this a new trend, making TikToks and social media posts at work? Ruby, they are doing too much. And then when they get fired, because again, you go online, people can find you very easily now. Trump has started deportations in those blue sanctuary cities. Hallelujah. Woo. The African fool I worked with said he would lie to help other Africans to grip the system. Boom. See what I'm saying, Tijuana? Exactly. Oh, okay, Brown Foxy. Let me check that out first because I don't know anything about that. And maybe we can talk about that. I'd like to do a little research on a topic. That's what I was commenting on. Okay. Yeah. We got it. So, yeah. Oh, God. Okay. She came. What is this? I think she replied to foundational. All right, let's see what she's saying.
I don't care. I don't care. You want to know why? Because this is just another way to divide the Black community so we don't realize how much power we have if we stand together. Right? Okay, that's a bad seed. Move on. What's the conversation for?
Now you see her, you know she voted for Kamala. She again, how you doing, MAGA Maniac? Hit the like button. Sergeant King says we have no friends. Thank you so much, Brown Foxy. So I'm just saying this gender and identity politics, throw that crap out the window. And again, I am so glad everything is being exposed. And if the Curry Queen had won, Black Americans would still be going around here smiling. Thank you so much, Brown. Thinking everything was good. And now all these videos are flooding YouTube. And things are not, you like that one, Foxy. And you see things are not as they seemed, right? You thought everyone loved you, and now people are coming. I even saw that there was some videos, some Asian people in the Asian community. They're making videos saying there's a lot of anti-Black racism. They don't like black people. But this Asian man was saying, we need to thank Black Americans because of what they went through, during civil rights and making it easier for other immigrants. So, I don't know. It's all over. Timmy Tampon. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, I'm not chasing anyone down. That's fine. If you want to go around, life is too short. I'm not going around hating anyone. So, Aurelius, in Tampa, we have Cuban mafia. You can work anywhere, no English needed. Just be a Biden Cuban. Aurelius. Caesar, it's time to start calling out and shaming all the fake so-called black leaders at the mainstream media. Did you see that Jamal Bryant? So this white reporter, I think a white reporter asked him, why are you supporting immigration, illegal immigration, and black people are losing jobs? Jamal Bryant did not respond. He handed the mic over to someone else. And they had Jesse Jackson out there looking like he's on his last leg with one foot in the grave. It was terrible. Yes, Foxy. It was sad. I didn't want to see Jesse Jackson in that state, using him as a prop. Oh my God. I've met Jesse Jackson in person, shook his hand when I was in college. And now he doesn't even know if he's in the world. And they had him in a wheelchair, had him rolled up there. I said, oh my God. Yeah, Sergeant, you saw that. Yes. He wouldn't even answer the question. Why are you black leaders? Basically, the question is, why are you black leaders so gung-ho and so for illegal immigration? And when these people take black American and white American, but he just said black Americans' jobs. And he took that microphone and passed it to someone. He did not answer. Like I told you, that whole situation, when he started that Target boycott, that's all about him. When he gets his check, he's gone. Agent Arn, hate takes too much energy. I'm too lazy to work that hard. Boom. Sergeant, same thing they did to Jimmy Carter. Yes, you can imagine what would have been going on if Kamala won. EC, you were not here. I said if the Curry Queen had won, America was done. It was over. Stick a fork in it. That was it. Pastor Brian's all for boycotting Walmart. Look, I go to Walmart all the time. Walmart is a major employer of black Americans. Why am I going to put all these people in the unemployment line? When he and Al Sharpton get their checks, so they act like they're out here doing things for black people, but they're not. They're telling us not to shop at these places. And then remember, Al Sharpton went and met with the head of Target secretly. Probably got another check. Boom. That's the only way he does anything. And so, it's all fake. It's all political theater. Blacks historically have welcomed all people in friendship because of their hate and envy. We check in their lineage and education paperwork. Yeah, like Karen Bass. All these people that you keep voting for, and all they keep doing is flooding your communities with illegal immigrants. And you're just left out now. And now you're looking like, oh no, you've been doing this for you. You did this to yourself. That's why Chicago had such a stand, because the people in LA said, you better watch out. You see what happened to us. The shakedown agent. It's all a shakedown, a money grab. Al Sharpton Jamal Bryant, these other black Democratic shields do not care about, oh yeah, I know that, Foxy, do not care about black Americans. They come around and tell lies every time it's time for an election. Aurelius said, Roland, not in Tampa, it's only Cubans, no blacks. Okay, Aurelius. Roland Martin, yeah, they all get their checks to sell out the black community. They're not going to do anything for you. MAGA Maniac, yes, they had Jesse Jack, God bless his soul. He doesn't even know he's in the world. He was sitting there, and I felt so bad. I hated to see him like that. Oh, and they had wheeled him up there in his wheelchair, using him as a prop. Get out of here. I was done when I saw that. And then when that Jamal Bryant passed, the man asked him one simple question in English. He did not respond. He passed that microphone. He sure did. So all these people, auntie, somebody go get their grandmother. Mad Max, please go home. Joy Reid, no. And then she was up there crying when she was cut. Because you didn't deliver the black vote the way you were supposed to. Now she's here on YouTube. That's right, Sergeant. So stop voting for these people. They are doing you in. You better be. Trump is the savior. To turn the tide around. Not savior like he's your God, but you understand what I'm saying, folks. If the Curry Queen had won, it would have been a wrap. It would have been over. Dorian, which one? Boom. He has more than one. Yeah, he needs to go pay his child support. That's what he needs to work on. So, So that's what I wanted to share with all of you. Curry Queen Classic. Thank you, Foxy. Foxy likes that. So I'm just saying, folks, we need to be vigilant and stop listening to these people. Again, what do the Democrats do? We've said this forever. They put black faces in high places because they know we put a black person here, you get the black vote. Stop that. Those people may have black skin, but they are following a Democratic agenda, and that does not include you, love. Boom. I just gave you another truth bomb, whether you know it or not. Sergeant, I feel no sorrow for Jesse. He co-signed everything that's happening right now. Sergeant, he did. Him and his Rainbow Coalition. Yes. Foxy, they're all lying for a check. The black community that keeps voting for Democrats, if you don't realize you've been bought and sold, why are you voting for these people? They're not going to do anything for you. Stop it. It's driving me nuts. Now the Curry Queen's talking about banning plastic coffee cups. I wish she would go away. Jesse flipped the script on us back in the 80s, backing NAFTA, costing Caesar. NAFTA, for the people who are always talking about these big cities and the crime and the drugs, when Clinton signed that NAFTA bill, Jesse supported it too. All those jobs went overseas. Now, I told you, I used to live in Allentown, Pennsylvania, right beside Bethlehem. Bethlehem Steel, the largest producer of steel in the world, shuttered. Everything shut down. The hosiery mills, everything. Nikki, how you doing, love? We must stop allowing these black-faced immigrant tethers to represent freedom. Right, you need to check the lineage. Hit that like button, Nikki. Nikki, you need to go back and do the replay. If you or a loved one has to go to the hospital, check. If they're from Africa, you might want to request someone else. You need to go back, Nikki, and listen to what we said. I shared comments. I shared clips. This is not an anomaly. This happens all the time. Not saying all Africans, but it's happening too frequently. If I'm there, about to die, I don't need that in my life. Brown, the churches supporting the Curry. Yeah, the church, the black churches, the black politicians, the black shields and gatekeepers, they are all very detrimental to Black America. They're all bought and sold. All of them. I've said that. Go back and check my old videos. I've been saying that for a year. I never got involved with the stock market thanks to Trump. I'm 3,000 up. Hey, Sergeant. Yes. I'm one of the 8% of black women who voted for Trump. Yeah, they're so proud. Oh, I'm part of the 92%. That's nothing to be proud of, sweetie. Dorian, he does. He tries. So that's all I wanted to share with you folks. Hit that like button. Let's see if we can get to 70. I can get one more person to hit the like button. We'll be at 70. And I may come back on. I told you, I may come on Thursday or Friday. It just depends, or if something happens, I'll jump on because I'm working this summer, but I'm not teaching. So 92% equals 100% dummies. Sergeant, sir, yes. Oh my God. I'm with you, Sergeant. Nikki says I've lived it and had to file a complaint against one. Oh, wait a minute, folks. Nikki has a story. Oh my God. I lived it, had to file a complaint against one of them after a previous surgery. Horrible care. Nikki! Nikki, you came in just in time. Maga says, don't blame me, blame Jesse. We need the birther movement to expose Skamala as Indian. Tijuana, it was driving me crazy. Some of these black women, I'm part of the 92%, and they're mad at the Hispanic community because a lot of your community wouldn't vote for the black woman. And I'm just like, oh, I just cringe. Oh, do your research. She is not black. I can't with these people. I cannot. So, you know, yeah, Tijuana, you're right. Maga, we're not going to blame you, love. You're good. I hope everyone enjoyed this. And all I can say is, na, 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 na. Hey, 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 goodbye. Stop denigrating people. Stop saying nasty, horrible things about people, not just Black Americans, any race of people. Why do you have to get on social media? It's stupid. Discernment makes one wise. Yes. It doesn't make sense to me. I have coworkers, they get in trouble. They jump on Facebook and say things they shouldn't say. Like, you're 45, 50 years old. Smarten up. Stop being a schmuck. Tijuana, we love your delivery. Thanks for making a great ending to my workday. Oh, Tijuana, thank you, love. Tijuana, you know I'm a straight shooter. And Tijuana, if you were here when I did the first part of this video over a month ago, I said, find her. She needs to be fired. Because if it was a white woman, the whole world would, oh my God, she has to go. She's racist. Well, these African women that were fired because Black Americans found who they were doxed, they were racist, they were fired too. Good. No double standards here. Sergeant, great show, Roland. You must come back sooner. I will. Tijuana knows. Tijuana's here all the time. It doesn't matter. We call out. We don't have that hypocrisy here. So yes, they're African, and they don't make it make sense. They don't like Black Americans. Where's Trump? Where is Tom Homan? Deport, deport, deport. Have anyone noticed Hillary Clinton not showing her face and voice? Good, Eco. We're sick of that hag. Tijuana, no time for foolishness. Exactly. And you know, I don't care. I'll call it out. I don't care. And this, I told you as soon as I had an update, I would do it. And I did. And these African, I'm going to call them witches, especially the one with the clip I shared with you. They've been fired and terminated. And I'm good. I'm up for that. I'm glad. It's not fair. Because if they were white, oh my God, they would have been trying to file civil rights charges on them. It probably tried to put them under the jail. Like the Shiloh Hendricks, the woman in Minnesota who called the little 5-year autistic boy the N-word several times. And NAACP wants her arrested. No, it's freedom of speech. Who cares? You open that Pandora's box, that's a slippery slope. Caesar, Native American blacks are one of the Aboriginal copper-colored tribes described as Americans in the original 1828 Webster's Dictionary. Thank you, Caesar. Nikki, oh yes, man. Oh, I bring it. I don't care. The nationality or race. Yesterday, let me drop the video from yesterday. It is still trending. Oh my God. Where Hispanics are on all over social media asking Black Americans to come out and protest with them. And then Black Americans are responding, this is why we're not, because of your anti-Black racism in your community. So the Africans, some of them, not all, just like not all Hispanic, but some Africans have anti-Black racism too. So, hey, I did Hispanics yesterday. I did Africans today. Everybody can get it. Boom. Sergeant, agree with you. Yes, Sergeant. No one is immune. You know, either you're right or you're wrong. There is no gray area. Speech impaired Ben Crump would have definitely been chasing a check. Ruby Bay, yeah, they're all chasing checks. Stop it. Stop. Well, none of us here. Stop voting for these people. And remember this. Thank you, Aurelius. Remember this, folks. This is a very pivotal time in American history. And I'm telling you, the 92% that voted for Trump, you don't know, he did you a favor, and you need to thank that man. God saved him for a time such as this. If you can't see the providential hand of God save that man, I don't know what else to tell you. God is involved with this. I'm glad he's cutting cutting welfare and HUD, right? People need to become independent. Now, elderly, disabled, I would take care of them. Military, yes. Everyone else, okay, let's go out here and get us a job, right? And let's get to work. That's biblical, folks. Why would you sit around and wait for the government? Now, I'm not talking, now let me specify, because I don't want people in my comment section. I'm not talking about disabled people, elderly people. I'm talking about people who can get out and work. So, hey, I don't have a problem. I've seen Black, white, and Hispanic women. They're all over TikTok and YouTube. They're complaining that Trump is cutting their welfare and their Section 8 housing. Well, then you need to figure it out, ma'am. And again, if you're already in poverty and you have children, don't have another child. Boom. My dad did, Sergeant. Yes, Sergeant. Yes. Yes, Monique. Thank them for their service, ma'am. Some, not all, is important to mention. We love everyone on this chat. Yes, Caesar. That's what I have to say. So the Hispanic community, the African community, please don't come after me. We're not saying all. I told you my personal experience. I did not know about all of the anti-Black racism in the Hispanic community because I've never had a problem. When I lived in New York, I had a lot of Hispanic friends, Puerto Rican. When I lived in Allentown, I never had an issue. And I've never had a problem with Mexicans, so I did not know. So you see how Trump being in office, everything is being exposed. I love it. Big Perm, Al Sharpton still running the race car. Lanita, until they stop those checks, he's always going to call the race card. And man who won't work won't eat. Boom, that's in the Bible. Get up. Again, if you're already in poverty, all right, let's make a plan. First of all, don't have any more children. You're poor. Oh, I think I'll have another child. That doesn't make sense to me, folks. This is why Black Americans need to avoid being labeled African Americans. E2, EC, I said that. We are not African Americans. Thank you. But identified as FBAs. Right. And you better not. Now, I've seen that. You better not call an African Black. You're a Black American. Ooh. Read you the Riot Act. Okay, cool. Hope both are getting. I dropped the link. Check that out. Retired people not included. We've already put in the word. Right, Caesar? And I say this. People like me, Tijuana border jumper, Sergeant, Caesar, Icy Watts, MAGA Maniac, Lanita, who's a retired teacher, whoop, whoop, Prosperity. All of us who have worked and who have contributed to the economy. God forbid something happens to one of us and we can't work and we go down to the social services office, we can't get anything. And that is a broken system. And I've never liked that. I've never liked it. They take money out of our checks every month. And God forbid something happens. I have a serious problem with that, folks. All right, Nikki. All right. Thank you for the super chat, love. Let me send you some hearts. Thank you so much. You know, I try to drop the knowledge. Nikki says, we best not go assist that racist community. Not saying all, but as a collective, they are. The ones that not just need to check their community. Yeah. Now, Nikki, thank you so much for the super chat, love. Listen to this. I've seen now in education, you know, there's a severe shortage of teachers. Some teachers from Jamaica, now I've witnessed this. They don't want anything to do with Black Americans. I've worked with a Jamaican teacher. She will not even speak to the Black teachers. Now she's always with the white teachers. She will not, if you Black American, oh no. No. Icy Watts said, Black Jamaicans are banned from their own beaches. They need to go home and kick them mulattoes out of power. Okay, Icy. I started around 7 as an entrepreneur. Oh, okay. So I've seen that. And I was like, wow, I wonder what's wrong. But, people tell me she won't, don't speak to her. She won't. Okay. Not a problem. So I don't know. Again, they look at the rap videos and, oh, that's all Black Americans. That's why, right? When the Curry Queen was out campaigning, who did she have at her? She had, what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion and some other rapper. And so, no, they need to find out. And let's be clear, folks. The leftist media is responsible for this. I lay this at the feet of the Democrats. Who controls the media? They do. Yeah, Nikki, tell them bye. Tom Homan. I'm getting ready to give you a call. Bye. You're going to come here and benefit, Nikki, from our ancestors who fought, who had hoses on them, who had dogs on them, and you come here and can't stand Black Americans. And you get on social media and tell people about it. Make it make sense. Just stay where you are. How about that? We don't need any hate from you. I mean, if you're that hateful and evil, just deport her back to Nigeria. My best friend is Jamaican, and she has made it absolutely clear that many Caribbeans have a disdain for Black Americans. Thank you, Ruby. I'm not the only one that knows that. Yep. And again, who does the liberal media show when they're showing Black Americans? They don't show the doctors, the lawyers, the people who own their own businesses. They find the most ratchet, ghetto people they can find. So that's who they show. They show all that. So people come over here with a preconceived notion. That's how we all are. We all live in the projects. We all do drugs. We don't have good jobs. We're lazy. We don't work. It's crazy. She's campaigning. All right. Yeah. Chris. Boom. Lanita. Icy. They're too scared to do anything except flee to America. Yeah. You hate us so much. And you're so much better than Black Americans, like Africans say all the time. Not all, but some. Stay over there and build up your own country. How about that? Boom. Primarily the females with the American issue. Yes, prosperity. I would agree with that. I may start volunteering at the ICE Center to help out Tom Holman. I got time. Sergeant, I would love to help. If I was teaching, when I retire from teaching, if Trump is still doing this, hey, sign me up. It's time to do away with rap music, in my opinion. It's long ran its course. It's dumbed down and taken the talent of our music. Caesar, yeah. Caesar, do you understand what I'm saying? The media, yeah. So the media run by their faith. These 92% don't realize these Democrats that you love, that you keep voting for, these are the people, right, who are showing everyone else this is how they act. Boom. In San Diego, there's an area called Little Somalia, and I don't see any Black Americans there. The Somalis have isolated and are not assimilated. Right, Tijuana? I heard someone else told me about that. Yeah, I heard about that. So, again, stop it. And what's that, Omar? She's in New York. Omar, I can't remember her full name. She is in office. She doesn't do anything for Black Americans. She does for Somalis. Why would you vote for her? How you doing, Katie? I'm great. Thank you, Tijuana. Stop looking at the skin tone. Just like the Congressional Black Caucus, stop. I wish somebody tell Trump, shut that crap down. All they're doing is supporting illegal immigration. How is that helping anyone? Tijuana, thank you, Tijuana. Thank you so much, dear. I'm great, Katie. I hope that you are. She's in. Okay, thank you. So I'm just saying, folks, stop this. Oh, there's a Black person. And they're not thinking about you. That's stupid. My Native ancestors were here first, but yet they're complaining. Right, Chris? I'm saying. Thank you. Yeah, Omar. Yeah, thank you, Nikki. Nikki, you know what I'm talking about. And all she's doing is up here talking about rights for she's that same Democratic agenda. Immigrants. Mad Max, Auntie Maxine. Boy, when they slammed that door in her face, I loved it. Because first of all, she shouldn't be out there. She and then that mayor, Yorkis, or whatever his name is, of Jersey, all of these people, look at these people you keep voting for. They're getting arrested, indicted for immigrants that are illegal. Nikki, EC, Tijuana Border Jumper, Monique, Sergeant, Katie. I can call some more people. Prosperity, Lanita, Monique, Ruby. Tell me when you've seen these Democratic congressmen, senators, let me know when you've seen them go to the jails and do that for Black Americans. I'll wait. Lanita. So if I voted for Democrats, I would be thinking, wait a minute. Now they're going to El Salvador. They're, they gave these people billions of dollars. No. Monique said never. Sergeant, never, ever. No way. No. If I have to vote for Democrats, I won't vote. The couch will win. I will not vote for them. Don't forget, Clinton also closed the military bases back in the early 90s, putting 300,000 people out of work. Caesar, I remember that. I was in college at the time. Yes, they go every June 31st. Yeah. So think about that, folks. And I tell people, if you're going to vote for the Democrat, just stay home. And that's what happened. Trump got a nice part of the Black vote that no Republican has done since forever. And a lot of Black people stayed home. So I'm sorry. I know a lot of people said, no, you got to vote. If you're going to vote for Democrats, I'd rather you vote the couch. When Black Americans vote the couch, Democrats lose. And they need to continue to lose. We're trying to get the country back together. Okay, rap was a waste 30 years ago. We got nothing, not a grocery chain, a hospital, hotel. Sergeant, say it again for the people in the back, please, sir. Yeah. Memphis City Judge is Black. Icy Watts, I think you're new here. Hit the subscribe button. We talk about that. Look at these blue cities and blue state. They are horrible. There is no way I would live in a blue city or blue state. No way. Are you kidding me? I would not. No, I'm good. And I love these red states. They told those protesters, you bring that crap here. Okay. You're going to be dead. How you doing, Kelly? No. Yeah. Obama, the 92% savior, he deported so many people, they didn't say a word. He was named the deporter in chief. They didn't open their mouths. Thank you so much for dropping in, Kelly. Hit the like button, Kelly. Share this on your Facebook page, love, if you have it. Trump pressed the reset button. Yes, EC. Yes. Oh, God, Sergeant. I'm sorry, dear. North Carolina welcomes you. But I'm saying, folks, this is a pivotal moment in America's history. I feel that. And even if you don't see it for a few years, we're going to look back on Trump being elected and say, oh my God, he saved the country. He saved us. Lanita, Trump on code for America's welfare. Yes. Unlike the Democrats who are doing for everyone. I told you, if you've been here, if I had my way, I'd tell Trump all of these Democrats need to be up on charges for treason for what they've done to this country and the Americans. Tijuana, Sergeant, you have your broom? Yes. Letitia James is Black. What has she done for the Black community? Fannie Willis, what has she done? Nothing, Tijuana, but have Black skin, but only follow the Democratic agenda. See, Tijuana gets it. Tijuana, fun fact, I don't know why her commercials, her ads keep coming up on my channel. I'm like, oh my God, well, she's asking for money. Who in their right mind would give that crook money? Obama radical judges are throwing injunctions at Trump. Yeah. Letitia, all of these Black women that the Democrats stuck up here. Look, you're in charge. You're in charge of the Democratic Party, and now they're all trying to stay out of jail. Boom. Yes, Chris. Yes. Katie, I would like to see Mad Max and ask her why she hasn't done anything for the Black community since she represents part of the Black caucus, but will go so far as to fight for illegal. Yeah, Katie, did you see when they slammed the door in her face? She was trying to go into the ICE detention facility. I haven't seen her at a jail for Black males in her district going down there to check on their welfare. You see what I'm saying? Yes, she's Black. She's not thinking about you. She just wants your vote. She's not going to do anything for you. They only do for non-American citizens. When are they going to learn? Oh, right. She wouldn't. She's not going to do anything for Black Americans. No. They are citizens. Democrats don't do anything for America. They don't. Someone tell me I'm lying. Someone tell me I'm lying. Yeah. So I'm like Tijuana and Prosperity and Katie and Chris, and I can call out a few other names. I'm not, no way would I vote for them. Why? So they can continue running us in the ground? No, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing it. Tijuana, Letitia and Fonnie are now eligible for the first step. Tijuana, behave. Loretta, Letitia and Fonnie had done a lot. Making money for themselves and following the Democratic agenda. Now they're trying to stay out of jail. I don't care if they put them under the jail. You shouldn't have been stupid. Listen to your Democratic slave masters. They wouldn't pay us to vote for them. Back in the 60s, they have Black women and a pair of stockings to vote for them. Yeah. Okay, Prosperity. Yeah. Oh, okay, Gabe. Okay. Thank you, Prosperity, for clearing that up. So now, Sergeant, Angola State Penitentiary is the worst prison in America, but they won't go there. Right. But the people who vote for them, they don't go check on them. The people who aren't citizens, that's where they are. And you think I would vote for something like that? Oh, no. Trump, deport. Continue. Do not stop. As a matter of fact, wrap it up. I'm all for that smoke. Sergeant said put Fonnie in her bedbug jail, Fulton County. Yeah. Like I said, I like what's going on. That's what I voted for. I am not discouraged. I know it's going to take time. We know we are up against a wall. We know these idiots, some of these leftist loony judges are helping illegals. You have some of these senators and Congress people, the loonies, telling people how to avoid ICE and all these, how to hide and all these other things. Make it make sense. Trump, just get all these people for treason and just stop. Just stop it. MAGA, yes, she's washed up. Monique, you have faith in Pam. Taking the black men out of the home to pay out social services was a major harm. Prosperity, yeah, they did that. The government became the father of the children, and anything the government puts their hands on, oh my God. So I'm saying the welfare system is broken. Disabled, elderly, prior veterans, take care of them, Trump. Everyone else, well, you need to figure it out. You can't take care of your 6 kids. I'm so sorry. Not my problem. Sucks to be you. I thank God and pray for protection over Donald J. Trump. Yes. Pam Bondi needs to. Yes. Yes. Tijuana. Yes. Pam Bondi. Let's get it. That's right. Facts. So I think we're headed in the right direction, folks. I like where we're going, and make better choices. Chris, you've been here. Stop blaming your life on a whole race of people. White supremacy and racism. Stop it. That had nothing to do with the bad choices that you made. I'm sick of it. They've listened to those race hustlers so long, they believe that crap, and they won't take accountability for their choices. Make better choices, period. Stop blaming the white man. The white man is not the white man, it's you. Stop it. I can't take that. It is not white supremacy and racism that's holding you back. It's not. It's you. Look in the mirror and you'll figure out why you can't get ahead. Why haven't they arrested those crooks in office yet? They're still breaking law. I know Prosperity. They're not moving fast enough for me. I want them all. Big Tish, all of these people, get them out of there. Bonnie too. All of them needs to go. All of these people that the Democrats use, all these black women, the Democrats use to try and take Trump down. Now look at where they are now, left hanging to the rafters. Don't come crying to the black community. Sucks to be you. And I don't want to hear about racism and white supremacy and Trump is racist. No, you're just stupid. That's your problem. You're just stupid. Has nothing to do with racism. So that's all I had for you folks. Tijuana, we all need to read up on the candidates. I used to just vote blindly. Now I read up and see what these people have actually done. Yes. Tijuana, yes. And for Black Americans, the way the Democrats have been fooling you all these years, you need to see if the black person that they're putting up as a candidate, were they born here or were they born in another country? That's why you're in shambles. Some of these black communities, these people, you see, we talked about some Africans, some Jamaicans, some Haitians. They hate Black Americans. Then guess who the Democrats put over you in office? Now you see why you're in the same situation for 60 plus years? Boom. Let's face it, they hear FBA's on reparations, okay? Trade school is free in Georgia, but these youngsters won't go. Georgia lottery pays for schools, books, and bus tickets. Yeah, they crashed out for every other community but the... Nikki, say it again for the people in the back. So that's what I'm saying. Black Americans have been stuck in a rut, and it's going to take Trump to pull them out. So, with his policies, of course, and you're going to have, some people are going to have to start making better choices. And guess what? If the welfare, the Section 8 is taken away, you're going to have to figure something out. I'm just saying. must be diligent of who is placed in office. Right, but prosperity. What the Democrats have done for 60 plus years. Because see, remember, black people were thinking, oh, we're all one. Black Americans, Africans, Caribbean, Jamaican, Haitian. No, that's what black Americans were saying. But they were like, oh, no. You better not call me a black American. But that, if you look at it, look at the makeup of the Congressional Black Caucus. Look at some of these candidates that are in office. And look at where they were born. Look at where their parents were born. So now you see why a lot of them are supporting illegal immigration. Let's go. Brandon Johnson should have been recalled months ago. Tijuana, I know. I'm sick of him. Nikki, it makes sense, right? So it's funny how all the race hustlers are going well in racist America. Some of them are even millionaires, right? Because of that, that's what they do. They are race hustlers. They got to keep stoking the fire that the white supremacy and racism is holding black America back. Criminal foolery. Yes, that's the Congressional Immigrant Caucus. Nikki gets it. Yes. Trump, please disband the CBC, and he may as well disband the NAACP. They're singing the same song. They want illegal immigration. I don't need you here to try and destroy black Americans. What do I need that for? The NAACP is singing the same song. No, I'm not voting for that crap. Yes, Sergeant, help is here. Nikki said yes. Yes, exactly. Yes. BJ should have been under the jail along with a pigster. Oh, God. Tijuana got prosperity started. Nikki, what are they doing except out here shilling for the illegals? What are they doing for black Americans? Their largest voting demographic. Maybe I missed it and I was asleep. Type it in the comment section. Just tell me. Maybe I missed it. Yes, Sergeant. Yes. I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Nothing. Right, Nikki? You see what I'm saying? So again, when black people get ready to vote, you better find out. Now they're figuring out just because their skin is black, that doesn't mean they're going to be from now that they're learning. Where were they born? Where were their parents born? Because look at all these black senators and congressmen, the Democrats, of course, CBC, NAACP, all of them support illegal immigration. All the Democratic-run cities are, yes, they are poop holes. Yes, they are, Tijuana. All of them. MAGA maniac. Yes. I'm just saying. You better find out if they are born in America or in another country. Now that you know, again, with Trump in office, all the layers of the onion are being peeled back. So now you know how they really feel about you. That's a good thing. That's real good. Because black Americans are walking around here thinking Africans and Jamaicans and not all, but some, but many. They don't rock with you like that. So stop rocking with them. Stop it. Lanita, Luna Omar is a rep for 5th Congressional District, Minnesota. She is for her Somalis, not America in general. She paid them to vote for her to get the position. She keeps her community papered up. Boom. Thank you, Lanita. Yes. Tijuana, I'm going to start a new birther movement. Tijuana, I'm up for it because I am sick of these shenanigans. Yes, I'm up for it. Yes, we need to know where you were born, where your parents were born. What about your grandparents? Sergeant says, smelling real good. Yes. That's how, listen, folks, I've been doing research. That's how they have tricked black Americans for so long. They put a black, and I've heard some Democrats I've talked to, they're like, well, at least Democrats give black people all these positions. And then when I ask, can they do the job? They don't say anything. Enough said. I don't care. that you're black. I don't. And that's the Democrat. That's straight from the Democrats' playbook. They've been doing it since the 60s, and it has worked. But now that Trump is unpeeling this onion, and now they see, oh, these people don't like me. Now you understand. I love it. And it's always, I told you, to me, it's always good to know where you stand with people. Always. Me too. Where does your loyalty lie? Yes. Tijuana, we need to know, because that's why we're in the mess that we're in. Where are your loyalties? And if someone, appears to be loyal, you vote them into office, they don't do what they're supposed to do, vote them out. Sergeant, oh my God, boom. Very intelligent, sir. Sergeant says he's been voting red for over 30 years. I've seen the writing on the wall. Oh, wow. Sergeant, help me to spread the word. We've got to let people know. Hit the like button for me, folks. Let me get one more like before we go. But Tijuana, very good point. Where are your loyalties? Because the Democrats who are in office, we see where their loyalties are. And they are definitely not with America. They're definitely not. And we don't need people in office working against us. We don't. That's a problem for me. As I watch all the riots and all these things that are happening, the looting and rioting, and there's nothing to see here. Oh, really? Get out of here. There is no way I would live in a blue city or state. Get out of here. So that's all I wanted. I enjoyed this conversation. Fact, yes. Prosperity, yes. We need to know. And that's those are my words of wisdom. And thank God for Trump. Sergeant, I stand on business for my people. I don't do foolishness with black or white, cop or preacher. Sergeant, you just straight business. Yes. Life is too short. You have to handle business. Yes. And you're in the military, so I know you're straight laced. Okay. So, again, we have to stay in prayer too, folks. Hit that like button for me, folks, if you have not already. We have to stay in prayer. We know they're still trying to destroy this country. We just got to stay in prayer that we can get as many of these people out of here as possible. We don't know all of the people who came across that border. We may be subject to, another terrorist attack. It's just a dangerous situation, folks. It's, so this is what the Democrats do. No. If the only choice I have to vote is for a Democrat, I'll stay home. My couch is very comfortable. So I don't mind. So I don't know when I'll be live again. Just depends on what happens. Thank you, Roland and chat. Oh yeah. We are family. We're all we have. Yes, Sergeant, we are a family here. And I love interacting with you. People who have more than 2 brain cells, who can see things for what they really are. I love it. And again, we have to stay prayed up. They're still trying to take Trump down. They won't give up. Get some rest. We had fun. Yes, Tijuana, I enjoyed you, love. I don't know. I may come back on Thursday, but now if something happens, I'll jump on. So if you get on YouTube, just check to see if I'm live. And if I'm live, it's going to be about 6:30, 7 o'clock-ish, something like that. If something happens, I'll jump on. If not, I'll get on Thursday or Friday. Oh, yeah, you too. And like I said, I'm so happy. Those evil witches have been fired. And I hope and pray more like them are called out and fired. We don't need that. Okay? Now, how are you going to get better with when the devil is taking care of you? Get out of here. Yes, Team Trump. Woo! All of you, I enjoyed you. I love you. Be safe. And just check, like I said, if I don't know when I'll be live again, but just check to see 6:30, 7 o'clock. Those are usually my times during the week. If something happens, I'll jump on. Have a blessed night. All of you, love you. You know where I'm going next. I'm going to the comment section right now to talk to you as long as you are there. Thank you again for spending your very valuable time here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. Keep your tools clean. That's right, Sergeant. I'm coming to talk to you right now.